Former NFL quarterback Donovan McNabb arrested for DUI. I am Jim Basqua. He was arrested last month in Arizona. Let's bring in ESPN legal analyst Roger Cossack. And Roger, this is the second time that McNabb has been arrested for driving under the influence in the last 2 years. So what does this mean for him from a legal standpoint?
Well, as you can imagine, when you have a prior conviction of the same thing, it begins to get more difficult for McNabb. The first time around, they're usually, and I can't give you specifics about Arizona, but generally there's a question about whether or not you lose your driver's license. I think in McNabb's case, he had to spend the night in jail, and you're certainly put on probation, and I can tell you that it usually lasts more than a year. But even if he wasn't on probation, the fact that he's had a second DUI, and it's my understanding there was some damage. I don't think there was anybody hurt, but I think there was property damage. This is, he's viewed now by the state as a high risk, and this is a person who has to be viewed, and I think he's got a lot of trouble in Arizona.
What would be the next natural step in this situation for McNabb?
Well, he'll be arraigned. He's been arrested and released on bail, and then there'll be a court date set where he has to come into court and arraigned. He'll be told of the charges against him. DUI is most of the time a misdemeanor and not a felony. But there are some states where if you have a prior DUI, it can be made a felony. Again, I don't know how it is in Arizona, but I do know it will be viewed, I know for sure it will be viewed is a much more serious event than it was the first time.
McNabb, of course, is currently an analyst for the Fox Sports Network. He's ESPN legal analyst Roger Cossack. Roger, we appreciate the insight.
All right, thanks.
You, of course, can read more about this story and keep up with the latest NFL news by keeping a lock to the NFL page right here on ESPN.com. I'm Jim Basqua.